Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. We're on the ball. Lock in. Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Lock in. Lock in.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Sanders is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Lock in, lock in. Four down, check.
This is Cohen. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And Miller with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Everson Griffin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give them a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
Now Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the guns. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Throwing here, Trubisky, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
319.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Lock Lock in, lock in.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Trubisky now, down around his goal line. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll run it here. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Rodgers. That is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away his timing.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size?
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Eric Kendricks in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey. 4 down.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in his game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go.
Now Trubisky on first down. Forced out to his left. This one left side caught by Patterson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And now running right through it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. 319. 319.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Open man here is Conklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. Third down here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Pass incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Trubisky, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football, look out.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Minnesota. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
319!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319!
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try again with Cohen. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I got you, 44. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, this is my Beamer Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really...
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. And he's got it. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we